Why hello everyone and welcome to today's video. My name's Eric, and if you haven't figured out by now, I've had an incredible opportunity to acquire a new studio. Welcome to the Aperture Alley Studio. So for anyone that's been following me for a long time, throwback to my old studio, which I had when I had Inside Radio with Trevor Barnes. That was a fantastic studio. It was really big. Wasn't the greatest location, it was next to some train tracks, but that's besides the point. That was a really nice place to get work done. Unfortunately, with that space, we never really maximized it. We never really even filled it up, to be honest with you. But the real difference between that studio and this studio now that I have is space. This place is only roughly 200 square feet. 200 square feet is not a lot of space, especially for all the desks, the couch, the cabinets, you name it. So I'm taking you along on my journey on how I'm renovating this place to maximize, and I mean maximize, every single space in this studio so I can effectively store, shoot, and edit in this area. So the first stage in these renovations is figuring out what's actually wrong with this space. These light stands on the ground, wrong. This dysfunctional gear cabinet, wrong. This storage unit that ends up collecting cameras, wrong. My desk, alright, it's not wrong, but it's a mess, so it's wrong. My partner's desk, and ends up being for storage, wrong. Mini fridge, that's good. But wait, a light stand's blocking it. That's not good. Acoustic panels on the wall, that's pretty good. But I need more. I need some of them on that side, I need them on that side. Location of these boards, wrong. They need to be moved over here. So as you can see, there's actually a lot wrong with this space. So I'm gonna take you step by step on showing you how I'm renovating this space. So if you have a small space, whether it's in your house or you actually are renting a space, you can hopefully get some good ideas on what to do. So here's my problem. Here's the studio, and yes, a 2-year-old drew this. This is the studio, this is a desk, this is a desk, this is my couch, and this is a cabinet. If I want to shoot a video, I need to set up some lights. So I'm gonna put a light there, I'm gonna put a light there, then my camera is gonna end up going right in between, and then let's say this marker is me. All of a sudden, I have filled up so much of my studio with lights that people can trip over, with my camera, and that's no good. So throughout this entire process, you're gonna see me try to avoid putting anything on the ground. I'm gonna try to mount things, hang things, you name it. So I actually stuck my head up in the roof and noticed there's a decent amount of space to mess around with. So today we're gonna be installing a TV, which is gonna be mounted on the ceiling or kind of on the wall, you'll see. And then I'm also gonna be installing a bar system, a square that's on the top of the roof, or top of the ceiling I should say. And in the future, it's gonna be hanging lights on it. So we're only gonna focus on the actual bar itself. We're gonna later talk about the light fixtures and whatnot. But first off, let's install the TV. So I found a ceiling mount online, pretty simple. And I bought a piece of wood from Home Depot and I screwed it right into the wall above the panels on the ceiling. From there, I was able to mount the TV bracket onto this piece of wood, drill a hole into the ceiling, and have the TV bracket come down and hang the TV like that. Obviously, really simple. We're gonna wire the TV and stuff later, but we'll talk about that in a future video. Carrying on, let's talk about the light bar because, you know, that's the actual important thing. Obviously, with the light bar, I needed to figure out what material to use. And I actually decided to go with 2-inch PVC pipe. 2-inch PVC pipe might not be the strongest pipe out there, but it's gonna get the job done for what I need. So this is how I did the PVC pipe. This is my ceiling, so down here is the studio, and then above here is where the roof is gonna be. So the wall extends above the ceiling. So what I did was I put a bracket and I mounted that to the wall. I then had, the bracket holds a PVC pipe. So then I had a piece of PVC pipe go out, and then I had an angle bracket, bring it like that, and then I was able to take a long piece of PVC pipe and send it right through the ceiling, sticking out about 12 inches from the ceiling so that I have some room to work with when it comes to hanging lights and all that. From there, I was able to put a T-bracket on the piece of PVC pipe and then start extending it further on throughout the entire ceiling. So looking at a bird's eye view shot of the studio, the bar at the top has 4 points that connect to the ceiling, and each are in the corners. So this dot is basically the piece of PVC pipe coming right through the ceiling. So once it gets into the studio, I had a T-bracket which allowed me to extend PVC pipe this way and then this way. But unfortunately, I don't want it to go into this wall. So what I did is I connected another angle bracket right to the piece of PVC pipe so I could turn and start going this way. So then I had a piece of PVC pipe going all the way to this guy, all the way to this guy. And once I reached this, again, this dot is the ceiling. So it's this piece of PVC pipe coming through. So I had another T-bracket once this pipe fell down through the ceiling. And then I had another angle bracket, so this connected. And then I started sending a piece of PVC pipe over here. So here is obviously the PVC pipe on the ceiling. And it only goes to about 3/4 of the room, maybe a little less. This is because I'm going to be mounting lights right here. And these lights I need to face down when I'm over here in a chair. So if they were all the way against the ceiling, that wouldn't be good because I wouldn't be able to position the lights properly. But again, we'll get to lights and all that in a future episode. So anyway, that is essentially the PVC pipe bar system that I put onto the ceiling. We're gonna be mounting lights and stuff to it in a future video, so stay tuned. If you have any questions, comments, concerns about what I did, just shoot me an email, leave it in the comments below, and let's start having a little bit of a discussion on this. And I look forward to making some future videos on this. Anyway, guys, I'll catch you in the next one.